Konami Studios.
Wonder Woman 765. We have moved away from the beach issue. We're no longer in Miami. And in this issue, we are headed to Zandia. Now, I don't know if this is a concept that existed before in the comics, just because I've been off Wonder Woman for a bit. I don't remember hearing about it anywhere else, but it's cool. So before we get to Zandia, we have to have our opening of this book, which is where we see Wonder Woman talking to Superman about how Maxwell Lord's tech that he used to use it with Liar Liar to kind of fight these people, control them. It's being sold on the black market, so they have to go to Zandia, which is the place where there's no heroes ever, and it's just like bad guy Vegas, pretty much, and they have to go find the person who's selling the tech and buy it off of them. I like that Superman's in this book is kind of like, I can come with you, Diana, like, I can, help you out here. It's Max. Like, why would we trust him? And I like that she's like, I get it. I just need to keep an eye on him for Edda and just for myself, just because he's a frickin' lunatic. But it's thanks, Clark, I got it. And so her and Max go to this weird, I guess, Las Vegas ripoff where it's just bad guys. And my initial thought was like, why does this remind me of the Canto Bight scene in The Last Jedi? It just has that vibe of it. Like, I get it. You go to a casino with these characters, it could be fun. They have to disguise Diana's identity because if they saw Wonder Woman on this, is it an island or just a city? It's just a casino, I think. It's just weird. But they go there, and Maxwell disguises her identity. They have to find the buyer, and of course, everyone there is on edge because it's a bunch of And this is the other thing where it's like Star Wars. It's like monsters and aliens and creatures and just people in costumes and suits just fighting and gambling. A small fight breaks out. People hit into Diana, and suddenly she has to push them away. Like, I don't have time for a fight. It pisses off one of the patrons. They're like, really, you don't have time for a fight? Well, I'm gonna fight you now, and that's kind of fun. Right? That was kind of fun. I mean, there's not much to it, really. So they fight a bit. She's like, Steve. She's like, Max, come here. I need your help, Max. He's like, you're good, Diana. You can handle it. And he gets pulled away by some people who are like, hey, we're going to come here and kill you. And again, that Star Wars thing. Here are some bounty hunters looking for the price on the head of Maxwell Lord. Luckily, Diana is the best fighter in the room, so she ends her fight quickly, comes to save Max. And this is where we learn there is a bounty put on Maxwell Lord's head because, of course there is. He's a piece of shit. Everyone wants a piece of him just to kill him, just to take him down. But we don't really know who put the bounty on his head yet. But we're still trying to figure it out. And it kind of comes to this idea that it's probably Count Vertigo because he's the one trying to buy the tech. Because he has this idea in place to use the tech for Maxwell Lord to work with his powers that he has, kind of the similar ones to Maxwell Lord, to take back his country. And it's like, okay. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of missing having Diana fight her own rogues gallery. I'm not going to lie there. But I'm kind of like, okay, Count Vertigo is going to go up against Maxwell Lord a bit. That could actually lead to something pretty interesting. I think that could make for a compelling story. But I'm still not 100% interested in, like, this is where we're going with Wonder Woman again. Like, we had her fight Maxwell Lord's daughter. They went to the beach to fight a robot guy. Like, now we're fighting Count Vertigo. He looks cool. I do think he looks cool. I'm really happy that Steve Pugh is doing the artwork for this book. I loved his stuff on Billionaire Island. I think he really captures just like an energy when he draws Diana. Just the way she looks is incredible. I'm just not 100% sold on this book yet. I really want to like this Wonder Woman run just because it's like a good jumping on point, but I still keep getting the vibes it only exists because the movie's supposedly coming out this year. And we have to have Maxwell Lord in it somehow. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to continue reading this or if I'm going to stop. I will probably continue just because these reviews are interesting enough for me, just because I like talking about Wonder Woman. And it's just interesting. So they're flying over to the country. It's like Verlana or something like that is the country. It's not the one I'm familiar with it being called, but I get that. You change it, the name. Or is it the real one? Am I thinking of, what's the one that Geoforce is from? That might be the one I'm thinking of. And I don't even remember. Markovia. It's not Markovia. It's like the Valavia one. So that might be where actually Count Vertigo is from. It's okay. It doesn't matter because as they're going down to actually go to the country, they are struck down by lightning. People believing it's probably Count Vertigo that did that. But as they're falling, the invisible jet crashes. Steve's like, what's going on here? Where are you, Diana? And we see that Diana has lost her sight and she has gone blind, which is kind of fun. Could that make for an interesting story? I'm sure it could. I was reading some comments. Some people said maybe she's lost her sight before. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't read everything with Wonder Woman. But it could be for an interesting story where she kind of maybe has to trust in Max a little more to figure out how she's going to be able to see, how she's going to be able to find Count Vertigo. So I could be on board for that. It could lead to a very interesting story, a very interesting idea for those characters. And I'll have to wait and see. But I just think it feels like another filler arc before we can actually have Diana fight Cersei or Cheetah or Ares again, which is fine. I like the big mythos stuff with Wonder Woman more than this, but I liked the beach issue, last issue. I thought that was really fun. This one was fine. They were going to Las Vegas. I like that stuff too. So Zandia, it's all cool. For the most part, it's fine. Not an over-the-top book, which I don't think it needs because Wonder Woman's leading death metal right now. So a fun, relaxing book like this, I can get on board for it. So overall, a solid issue. You're going to get some mind people fighting some mind people, and yeah, it's okay. So Wonder Woman 765, I am going to give a 6 out of 10. Now, thank you guys so much for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, all that good stuff, and I will catch you in the next video. Have fun, stay safe, good luck.